Hello there, Alan here, and at the risk of doing too many videos and posting them all in one day, I'm going to do at least 2 more. It doesn't mean I have to post them today, though, does it? I'd like to do a VR to, it's only, I got a frog in my throat, to Book Lioness, doing, I think it's 25 witchy questions about me. But so I'm doing a VR to her, doing a VR to Geek Girl Does Tarot, which I'm just getting into their sites now. My other video that I want to do is on the Tarot of the Spirit deck, a very Tree of Life Hermetic Kabbalah deck that I'm really into, and I swore I wasn't going to do a flip through, but I probably will, at least of the major arcana keys. I mean, everyone is so cool. Every painting is. I think she used acrylic and watercolor too. But yeah, the Devil card, I remember Kelly at Truth and Story mentioned how the chains around their neck that could be easily slipped off, and that's the truth about the devil. So yeah, I'm just doing a compare with my wee devil. But does anyone remember Robin Waite, the actress? That's Robin, right. But does anyone remember Robin Wood's deck and the 15 devil card on that? It was a wooden box with monkey in, and it's in a little hole in a wooden box, and they put like a banana in there, and the monkey grabs it and won't let go. They come and kill the monkey and eat its brain with a big spoon. Monkey brain. It's delicious. Don't comment about monkey brain down here. It's delicious. Never had monkey brain me, but the card, her devil card, it makes sense because we hang on to these attachments and don't let go, and that's what gets us knocked on the head with the tower. If we'd only let go, we could or rather than that, figure out a way to get the fruit out of the hole. Get a stick, get a tool. But what does that have to do with this VR, Alan? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's get to it. 25 questions. I'll probably type them out on screen. They're not in the description. 1, witchy name. Do you have like another witchy name you go by? That made me think. I have 2. I used to go by Frater Vespillo. It's Vespillo. It was given to me, Golden Dawn name. And it means the Undertaker. Not necessarily the Undertaker in Hamlet with the shovel and the skull in his hand. What was his name? The Gravedigger. Rorik, I think. Rorik. Yeah, what a memory. I like Hamlet. Billy Crystal played it. Rorik, the Gravedigger, in Ken Brunau's version of it. So we have Frater Vespillo, the Undertaker, but it really means one who undertakes things, like the Ten of Swords. Yes. And back in the day, when internet was fun and new, I went by all kinds of names. Xander 770. My tag is always 770. I've been signing my name like that, autograph for decades. It's like agape love. It goes back to Golden Dawn too, 770. So Xander with a Z, Frater Vespillo. I don't really go by anything else now. 2, and I didn't even write down I just wrote down my answers, which I want to do. I need to stop that. And then some kind of symbol. What does this mean with the answer? Anybody tell? I don't know. Do I work with angels? Was that the question? Something like that. Huru, when, that's in my mind. I got a call coming in. Oh, wow. I should take that too. Be right back. Okay, back. Yeah, Huru, the 4 archangels, when I do an LBRP, 4 archangels. Who else? Path workings, things like that. Mine begin with Z, like I think one's Ezekiel, or let's see, Raphael, like that. Do I work alone or in groups? I've worked with a lot of groups. Is that the question? Right now I'm working alone. I'm getting back into it. I'm working with groups online. There's a group, a Thalima group here that has a new lodge. They moved it from right across the river to further away. But it looks good online, photos and that. I'd like to get, it's an OTO group. I was involved with them 6 years ago. What else? BOTA. That's where these posters are from. BOTA. Let's see. Anyone can get them. They're good with correspondences and path working. That's the tarot tableau. I really should have wrote down the questions. I'm sorry. I might have to get back with this. 4 says reading and studying tarot. Is it like for how long question? Because I'm almost afraid to say, because it either makes me look old or it makes me look like I'm conceited, like the years matter. And when you say we've been studying for decades and a long time like that, it doesn't mean we've been, speak for myself, it doesn't mean I've been nose to the grindstone studying, but yeah, I've studied a lot. I studied all Crowley, studied all Golden Dawn, Israel Regardie, Milo Duquette with the talk deck, studied with him online back in the late 90s. But just like kind of hit or miss, just like you would take a class from Venabelle Wen or from 22 Teachings or from Simon or from whoever else. Magical places I've been to in the world. This is a great question. Question 5. And maybe these are all really special to me, but I have 4. Newgrange in County Meath, Ireland. I was lucky enough to go there on a tour, and it's where they have a mound, and it predates King Tut's tomb by 500 years. And this mound is watertight. It's made of shale from like 500 miles away. Back in the day, they think they rolled it on logs because it has a crown piece shale that weighs like 4,000 pounds. That's 2 tons. I have a brochure on it still. It's with my Ireland stuff. But Newgrange, yeah, it's on the, it's famous, the winter solstice, December 21st, 2nd, when is it? But the light illuminates the size of a brick perfectly and illuminates this round area inside it, which is a crematorium. They know now. That was a symbol like the soul coming in, or the light coming in, taking the soul with it. And they cremate people there because there's bones. All those circle spiral designs, there's like stones outside of Newgrange, just slabs like, and they had those spirals on them. That's one place. Been at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, Havasu High Indians, Havasu Falls. I've been down there about 20 times, and it's great. Been down to Mooney Falls. If anyone's ever been, let me know. It's in Arizona, South Rim. Some of the Native American, the Havasupai Indians have never been up and out of there. There's like elders that have never been out. It's all mail is by donkey or helicopter. Helicopters I've taken out and ridden down before. I've taken that trail daytime, nighttime, with animals, with people. A lot of good memories. I love oceans, so Ocean Beach, Pacific Beach in San Diego, my favorites. Daytona Beach in Florida, my favorite. I love Cannon Beach here in Oregon, Seaside, Lincoln Beach, Oceanside Beach, Oregon is great. I love the Columbia River. Recently went up there around. I like just going up there to spit into it off the bridge. It's Washington, Oregon border, the Columbia River. Massive, powerful, beautiful river. Then we have the Willamette down here downtown, but I take that for granted. I really should. Let's see. Familiars, animals. I am touched by and moved by eagles and owls. I like owls a lot, especially white owls, but I like purple owls too. Purple owl. Yeah. I like eagles, owls, but I've had two miniature schnauzer dogs. My second one was a genius. My true familiar, Angus was his name. I had him for 17 years. He was a tennis ball player, would run till he dropped. Leave the ground, I'd bounce it off the ground in a backboard. We'd play anywhere. He loved attention. He loved attention by kids and stuff, playing the ball. And he hated water. He could spell, if I would say Pimefor Angus to Bath, he would run under the bed. You know, first it was like he saw us getting on his cup and towel ready, but he was and on and on and on. He was just a great dog. I'd like to talk to him or talk about him forever. Let's see. Question 7. I have to get rolling. This is already like 12 minutes video. I have earth and water. I guess these are elements you like to work with. Yeah. I need to be grounded. But also I've been working with amethyst. I like a lot. I like tigerite a lot. And I like, if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, please let me know. Laboradite, this stuff. Laborite. This ring is made out of it too. It's supposed to be for dreams and auras. It's really beautiful under the light. It shines, well, see if it picks up. Yeah. See if it shines, it will pick up shiny thing. But it's so dark. It's good for like, when you look at it, face on, it's really revealing the white in it. It's crazy. It looks like mica, Anyway, I got a little stand for that. I like working with earth and water. They get along okay. Not perfectly, but I like earth. Stay grounded, Malkuth. Favorite part of the craft is learning. I bet we all say learning, but that is my favorite. If I can learn something from someone, I am there. 10. I have candles, siglas, drying, incense. I use sage and frankincense primarily. I like the sage for banishing. I like the frankincense because it reminds me of a Catholic church. Let's see. I like it. It's so funny. I started off saying how I'll just toss this off and it will be real easy video to respond to. Well, I've had so many interruptions, phone calls, knocks on the door, battery going out, this and that. But I re-looked at the questions. 7, your favorite elements and favorite crystals. I think I mentioned tigerite, amethyst, labradorite. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Yeah, I left off at 11, right? With favorite part about the craft is learning. I know that the Book Lioness said that too. 10 tools I work with: candles, siglas for talismans and amulets. I like to draw cards. Always have worked with incense, sage, and frankincense primarily. Astrology and practice. Yes, here's where I left off, I believe. In every way I can, I read tarot elementally sometimes, like especially court cards, King of Cups, for example, would be fire and water. Knight of Pentacles would be air and earth. And then I would take air and earth, air looking like this with a line through it, earth looking like this with a line through it, and they get along extremely well elementally, just like fire and water. Are the same symbol, right? And then the colors, but astrology, yeah, I know the symbols. I know my moon is in Taurus. My ascending sign is Libra. The canticle tarot card is the Two of Pentacles, the guy who's juggling, stage card with the boats on it, two-dimensional card. And that's because I know I was born on December 27th at 2:04 a.m. in Toledo, Ohio. That's Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what else. I know how to read a natal chart. I guess that's about it. So yeah, but tarot's my forte. I'd like to know a lot more about astrology, and that's what I'm working on. 12. What can I not witch without? And there's absolutely nothing, because I do a lot of things astrally too. I have an astral temple. I meditate a lot. You know what I use for wands at the time? Are pens that run out. I run out of pens quite frequently. And especially like a red one is particular, I will use that for a magic wand and keep the ink cartridge inside. But it will be gone. Let's see, I will use outdoors. I'll find particularly a birch branch, a birch bow. What else? Favorite Sabbaths. Samhain. I had a really good Samhain. It was funny. I need to prepare more. I learned from it. And as a kid, I didn't like Christmas very much. I don't know why, because I had a very upper middle class upbringing, and presents and holiday celebrations, all that. I would always retreat. Since I moved to Portland, the community is smaller. It's a big city, but downtown in the sense of I love the decorations, and when they put up the big tree, I can just walk to it. Don't have to drive or anything. 14. Early morning time is good for me with my rituals, like early morning, 3 to 4 to 5 a.m. But it's kind of late night to me, so the late night runs into the early morning, but I like to work at night. 15. I almost called somebody a kitchen witch today, and he probably would have laughed it off, but he's a master in other fields, the I Ching in particular, and he was making a point how he doesn't like to work with groups, meaning he doesn't work with others' energy. It has to be like one-on-one. And I was wondering if he was into any I Ching groups. He never really answered the question, but I almost called him a kitchen witch. But I'm basically solitary practitioner, although I do like groups. I'm back in the BOTA group. I don't know if I pointed them before or ran out. Those posters are the Tree of Life with the correspondences, pathways, the tarot cards, the major arcana keys. But all the keys are in there, the court cards and aces and pips. And that's the tarot tableau, 7, the 3 rows of 7. And I was active in my OTO group here in Portland. They just moved to a new temple that I have not seen. It's further away, but I can still get to it on a train. It's another county. It's in Clackamas County. I'm in Multnomah. What else? Golden Dawn groups. Yeah, I was brought up and trained and have degrees from the Golden Dawn from California. I practiced like BOTA and Thelema in Phoenix, Arizona, too. I'm sure those temples aren't. I'm not sure. There was a wild guy at a temple on Camelback Mountain who claimed he was related to Crowley. His name's Michael Crowley. I should Google him to see if he's still around. He used to do morning rituals up there all the time. Let's see. Coven. I haven't been in a specific coven now since Phoenix either. And I'm talking mid to late 90s. I was pretty involved. Like Sunday meetings, Sabbaths, coven, all that. It was very interesting, really cool. I miss those people. And that relates to another question about teaching below, if I remember it. 16. What tools do I use for divination? Tarot. Also, I Ching, I'm getting back into that. I was into it, again, in Phoenix. I spent like 25 years in Phoenix. I got stuck there. I should have kept moving to Cali, but I don't know. So I Ching primarily, tarot primarily, the I Ching, and I've used Enochian magic with teachers. Very complicated. 17. Great, this is a good one. Grounding. How do I ground myself? I find it hard to keep grounded. I wear the earth pendant. I concentrate on Malkuth energy, this earth energy, the kingdom. Through meditation, I wear crystals, symbols. I do lbrp banishing ritual. And that bleeds into the next question about 18. This is a good question. Is it necessary to cast a circle? And I have I can't read my own writing, I'm sorry. A protective circle. And yes, I believe it is, very much so. If you're invoking things and calling out God names and that, I do. Yeah, I cast a circle for sure. Do all that. Now, do I do that for every specific tarot reading? Yes, again, for a client. I will banish the area and banish the deck and use incense and, do an lbrp in front of them if they want, or if they're curious about it or whatever. But, I mean, I know somebody who said they put their cards in order for every tarot reading, meaning the Fool through that and the suits. That is so tedious to me. I can't imagine. She's still a brilliant teacher and reader, but if that's true, then I couldn't do that. I read too much. Maybe for one deck or something. I don't know. What was the question, Alan? Casting a magical circle. Yeah, I guess that answers it. I like ceremony and ritual. I like Catholic Church rituals. I like frankincense incense. I like all the. I was an altar boy and confirmed, and I like the Thelema rituals, the Gnostic Mass, and Black Mass, and I've been to many. I should know the names of them. I've forgotten more than I remember. 19. What kind of pagan am I? I'm a John Lennon pagan. No, I'm a John Lennon feminist. No, I'm a John Lennon Democrat. Yeah, there we go. I'm a Buddhist pagan. Actually, now I can call myself Buddhist pagan Hermetic Kabbalist. That's what I am. I'll put it on a card with my email. A Buddhist pagan Hermetic Kabbalist. I like that. 20. Good question. Candle colors I use most. Red and white, and then next would be purple and green. I need some more purple and green candles. I use purple and red and white mostly, though. Rarely black, but then green for, you know what, little scratch. You know, need green candle. 21, improving craft. I would like to do more drawing more tarot cards and sigils, more spell work, more crystals I'm learning about, more tarot decks, always. 22, good question. Fantasy creatures, do I believe in if they're real or not? No, I do not believe in fantasy creatures, but I do believe in Finians, Fukas, Belitotas, all the phase, the day phase, the night phase, the little things you leave, fetishes, I leave things out so they can eat at night. I believe in those things, but like the untrue fantasy creatures, no, I don't believe in those. 22, teaching. Yes, that's why I'm here. I'm back online. I'm here to learn and to teach. As a former English instructor in college, I can attest to say if you want to learn something, teach it. 23, spells. Do I use recipes or spells from others, or do I make up my own? I do a thing in between. I use older spells specifically. I have one for graveyard that I will follow as soon as I get off my lazy butt and do it. But usually I tweak them. I'm a tweaker. I tweak spells my own way. I've made up a few spells, but I've made up more tarot spells. That answers the question. I make up sigils for talismans and amulets as well. I'll take so you have different things you follow, different time, different this or that, and then you drive something like this. You know, it might look something like this. You know, but that could be an example of a sigil. You know. Is this the last one? 24. No, there's 25. I probably left one out. Witchy friends, thank God, or this would be a half hour long. Witchy friends in the real world or just online. I have a couple in the real world. I just met a new guy at I Ching Master, John. I think there's more around me, but they're a little too crazy for me. Let's see. But no, they're mostly online for sure. For sure, I mentioned the groups that I could go to with the OTO Thelema. It's here in Portland. And I'm sure Portland's a big city. I could find others. And I'm just about ready to. Okay, so that's my video. Now I'm going to edit it. And I was going to do another video on this Tarot of the Spirit. That's the devil card. I wasn't going to compare every card, but it's a great deck, and I thought I'd flip through it and give my 2 cents, not on every card, but some are really something else. Like this is the Two of Pentacles card. You see the infinite, the what is it called? The Lemanesque. The Lemanesque, the 8 on its side. Actually, this card goes like that. But, yeah, Lemanesque. It's on the page of swords, too. Those birds up in the air. At least Robin Wood's deck, she made it a Lemanesque. So, that's my video. Thank you for your time and your consideration. If you'd like a reading, my email is right there. Ciao.